Welcome back to the Neuro Finance Masterclass, and welcome to day 76 of the 365 Days to Financial Freedom series. Today's theme is, well, it's a big one: filtering the noise, news, and media manipulation. We've spent an incredible amount of time giving you the technical and macro tools you need to succeed, but today we've got to protect your absolute most valuable asset. And no, it's not your capital, it's your attention. We are literally going to build a fortress around your mind to safeguard your focus.
Okay, let's dive into this. Our agenda today systematically upgrades your neurofitness. We're going to cover 1, the 24-hour distraction machine; 2, the exit liquidity trap; 3, signal versus financial noise; 4, the information blackout; and finally, 5, the architect's shield.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the 24-hour distraction machine.
We live in a world that is just completely saturated with breaking alerts, viral tweets, and 24-hour business channels practically screaming for your media reaction. Now, for the amateur investor, this constant chatter is passively treated as valuable information. But for the architect, the reality is brutal. 99% of this is pure noise. It's literally designed to trigger your emotions and ultimately break your neurofitness.
Which brings us right into Section 2, the exit liquidity trap. Let's look at the dark side of media manipulation.
I really want you to think about this for a second. Have you ever wondered why a massive, overwhelmingly positive, great news headline is so often followed almost immediately by a devastating price crash? It feels totally counterintuitive, right? I mean, the news is great, the company is thriving, the asset is being praised everywhere, so why on earth does the chart suddenly fall off a cliff?
Well, this phenomenon is known as the exit liquidity trap. Here's how it works. Large institutions, the whales of the market, they hold massive positions. They can't just click sell without crashing the price on themselves, right? They need a mountain of buyers. So they orchestrate a retail buying frenzy using these amazing positive headlines. While the amateur crowd eagerly buys up the good news, the whales are quietly selling their massive positions directly into that excitement. Truth is, by the time a story hits a major news site, the smart money has already made its move. The move is already over.
So, the crucial point is this jarring reality check. You are not being informed, you are being used as the exit door. As your guide in this masterclass, I need you to recognize when your own excitement is literally being weaponized against you.
Let's move on to Section 3, signal versus financial noise. Time to build a framework to filter this out.
And this brilliantly illustrates how you need to filter your feed. On one side, you have noise. This is the what: a celebrity's sudden opinion, a ridiculous clickbait title, or some sensational collapse rumor. On the flip side, you have signal. This is the why. We're talking hard, verifiable data. Think Fed interest rate decisions from day 62, DXY movements from day 66, actual corporate earnings reports, and massive on-chain movements of Bitcoin. An architect completely ignores the what of the noise and focuses entirely on the why of the signal.
If you take away just one single phrase from this entire explainer, please make it this one: signals move markets, noise moves emotions. It's the perfect litmus test. If a piece of news makes you want to buy or sell immediately out of this sudden spike of fear or greed, I can guarantee you it's almost certainly noise. Signals require analysis, whereas noise just demands a knee-jerk reaction.
Next up is Section 4, the information blackout.
Professional investors often perform their absolute best when they simply turn the news off completely. Just a total information blackout. Why? Because as we learned back in days 58 through 61, the charts and the macro indicators already tell the story long before the reporters ever do. Let's look at an example. Say your technical analysis shows the RSI is sitting at a massively overbought 85, right? And the price is hitting a major ceiling of resistance. Well, absolutely no good news headline should ever convince you to buy. The data is screaming that a pullback is imminent. Your system is your filter, and it overrides whatever narrative the media is trying to sell you.
It all comes back to your foundation. If a breaking news story contradicts the 5-step checklist we built together on day 75, trust the checklist. The checklist is objective data. The news is just subjective noise. The checklist always wins, every single time.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, the architect's shield.
Let's move to anchocropy and see how this builds a practical shield for your mind. Step 1, audit your information sources. Really look at where you're getting your daily updates. Step 2, ruthlessly unfollow accounts that use extreme FOMO or doom language. If they're constantly shouting at you, it's noise. Get rid of it. And step 3, shift your fundamental identity from a passive consumer of news to an active researcher of data.
The architect follows the silent, reliable signal, not the shouting crowd.
From this day forward, I want you to view every single piece of financial media through a brand new lens. Whenever a major, sensational headline crosses your screen, don't ask if it's true, ask yourself this: when you see a major headline, who benefits from you believing it? Hold on to that question, protect your attention, and stay focused on the signal. We'll see you next time.